come out to Dartmoor on the day of rioting. It's pretty dark out here. Forecast 18 degrees, sunny and cloudy. Well, you get out of the car here and it's pretty kind of cold with the wind chill, and it's dark clouds all around. Dark clouds all around. I'm waiting for the sunshine. I don't think it's showing up. Maybe behind me to the west. Perhaps it's trying to break through. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of blue sky to whatever direction that is, north, and a little bit to the west, but it needs to come here, goddammit. I had the plan of like airing out my tent and stuff, but it's all kind of drizzling and it's not really going to work while it keeps getting wet like this. Hopefully it's going to brighten up. Ugh. And yeah, my dad had surgery yesterday in Plymouth. I think he's coming back today for some recovery. I think they said they might have found another blood clot or something, so I don't know what's going on with that. But he was in Plymouth, and all this rioting that's going on countrywide has now gone down to Plymouth, so I hope none of it comes near the hospital, basically, before he's out of there. Well, hi guys, right now I'm at Holming Beam, that funnily named place just across from the Bear Down tours, which is actually on the Dartmoor camping map. So I'm just gonna kind of put my tent up for a bit to air it out after that trip to the Quantock Hills when I camped out at Bishop's Ledyard. Tent got a bit wet then, never got a chance to properly air it out, so I think it's due its air out even though it's been like a week or something. Nice views up here. This is permissive to the Dartmoor camping map, this whole area up here. It's like a foot shape. It stretches from Black Dunghill all the way down here, following this road right to the cattle grid down there. And so it's camping land. The road is a bit iffy. I'm not really sure about the road. It says like permissive access road, but we've driven along here before, and lots of people drive up here to park up so they can hike Holming Beam and stuff. And the bays are huge and it's not getting in anyone's way at all, so I don't really see why there'd be an issue. Anyway, I've walked through some of this hillocky mound grass and found this tiny bit of flat just here, which has quite nice views, but the sun keeps coming and going and it's not staying really. It's kind of like this. It's meant to be a bit of cloud with mostly sunshine, 18 degrees, but I think we got way more cloud than was forecast. But still, nice little stop off spot for a few hours once again. Here we are, we're at this little foot thing here, and the purple is Dartmoor camping. This is Holming Beam. Okay, we're up to air out on Holming Beam. Let's get a little bit more of that sunshine over here, because I'm worried that me airing out the tent with these skies might actually end up as me re-drenching the tent, which is not what I'm here for. I saw sun on the forecast. I need some sun. I need to dry this out. The cap of the tent is especially damp still. It seems to have been damp since I put it away at Bishop's Ledyard campsite. So hopefully I can let this sit for an hour or so, get some views, see if my phone will pick up anything from that mast. That's North Hessery Tor at Princetown. And despite it not being a real camp, I brought some pretty heavy stuff with me here. I brought my tarp. I don't know why I did that. Actually, the little tarp might need airing out, but the big tarp, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with that. There's lots of animals around here and long grass, and there's little damp patches. It's not full on boggy or anything, but there's damp patches here and there after the rain. So I'm kind of hoping there's no ticks. There are a lot of flies here and there. I say a lot, there's not really a lot, but I've seen a few. And it's due to these fellas, I guess. And the sheep and the horses are here as well. Oh, there's some sheep there. Cows, the horses mixed in with the cows. Anyway, I've seen a few horses. The horses must be over by the road there. And a bit of drizzle just landed on me, so let's see how bumpy it is on the floor of this tent. I am parked half on the bumpy stuff. Here's the bear down tours. I was about to open this side thinking it was the door, but it's not the door. I forgot. I put the doors out here to face two views. I always do that. So my tent setup has two doors. It's quite nice. I have a door that side and a door that side. So this is like the front. This is like right hand window. This is like left hand window or door. Always make the windows or doors face like two views, and so I got one door facing that view and one door facing that view with two leats over there. Anyway, I want to see how bumpy it is in here, and I hope there's no baby gorse in this place. Oh, that bit's hella bumpy. There's a divot there. That's quite low. That's okay. There's something big and bumpy right there. Oh shit! Oh man, there's a big bump in the tent with me, sort of thing. Damn. Well, I hope there's not tons of insects that live on these things, but there might be. And there's a softy bump there. I don't know what I'd think of that in my vestibule if I was. Dare I have a look? There'll tons of insects jump in. That's crazy, dude. That's in the vestibule today. Well, yeah, I don't know what I'd think of that if I was real camping, but this is one of those places I've put the tent where I just put it in a spot where there's a clearing in between big bumpy mounds, because I wanted to get further from the road in case some idiot comes by in a car to like harass me or tell me to move on. I don't know why, because I'm definitely on the legal camping map. It's just that sign saying like this road, you're entering permissive road. Like, it's just it's a confusing sign because it doesn't say like private, and we are on the camping map. But yeah, also I was watching Hayes Outdoors. He's done a couple of Dartmoor videos, which is amazing. He's normally up in the Lake District in Yorkshire. Hayes Outdoors came to Dartmoor, dudes, and when he was out, he found 2 adders. In all my years walking on Dartmoor, I haven't found a single adder. He's found 2 adder snakes just milling around. I'm like, so they are definitely out here. It's just I've been really lucky not to pass one, I guess. I guess I got snakes on the brain now, but I'm sure there won't be any snakes. I'm just like, keep the insects out and aerate the tent for an hour. Hope it doesn't rain any more than it is raining now, because it is spitting like little drizzle. Very exciting camp. It's not even a camp, dude. I'm just thinking, like, what would this be like if I was literally like trying to camp somewhere in the Lake District or Wales or the Scottish Highlands, and it was like all bad terrain and you couldn't find a place to set down the tent because there's like rocks or stuff like this around. It's that sort of camp is where I set the tent up today. It's like when you have an impromptu place and you're just like, this is a last resort. You camp here, you probably won't get a good night's sleep because of the hill that you've put it on or all the bumps that you've put your tent on, but it's like a this'll do scenario. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna hang out for an hour and hopefully my tent will be more dry than when I put it up. That's the goal today. So, will I get harassed? That's the main thing I'm worried about. Okay, things I'm worried about. Getting harassed by some random reporterholic. I actually had a reporterholic where I work yesterday going like, you can't park there, mate. Essentially, coming into the place where I work, waving my license plate around on a piece of paper and going like, hey, is this your car? Is this your car? You can't park there, you can't park there. and everyone else I asked said you can park there. She was like making out it was like blocking an ambulance access point, but it's a really wide road, and I've parked there before, and the manager's manager parks there before, and a giant lorry like passed by me to get into this. It's like a cul-de-sac, it's like a one entrance housing estate with really wide roads. It's very easy for anyone to drive and park on, no road markings against parking or anything like that. And yeah, like a giant, what do you call it, a lorry, a big long HGV lorry passed by me, somehow turned round in the estate in one of the little T-junctions that are up there, came back and parked in front of me, like facing my car down. So when I came out from work one night, I just found my car parked on the estate, and this giant lorry parked right in front of it, like facing it, like they're gonna joust. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's obviously a wide road, because something as massive as that can get by me. And you know, I've taken photos of it before, and it's like you can squeeze 3 cars with change side by side in that road. So this crazy reporterholic bitch lady came into my work and I think I recognise her, and she was like, you can't park there, blah blah blah. And I think I recognised her as someone who'd seen me before when I started working there, and also asked me about whether that was my car in connection to, apparently there's a lot of drug users in the neighbourhood, and so that's why I'm checking out your car to see if your car belonged to a drug user. I'm like, what does that mean? No, I don't take any drugs, I'm straight edge. What does my car being parked in the neighbourhood have to do with drugs? So I think what this SJW was on about actually was, because I think she did that and now she's moved on to the ambulance thing, and then next time she comes in she'll have some new excuse for trying to get me to not park in the neighbourhood. I reckon it's someone who lives there, who just like peers out of their window and sees my car and thinks that's an eyesore or something, like, oh, I'm really triggered because there's a new car in the neighbourhood that parks here often, and it didn't used to park here before I started work at that place. But my manager's got my back and says you can park there. Anyway, I just hate people like that. Again, it's like SJWs, reporterholics, people who have nothing better to do than go and report someone for doing something normal. There's a lot of those people around. You call them Karens sometimes. I call them not reporters, because that sounds like some sort of journalism thing, but reporterholics is a good one. And yeah, whenever I put my tent out, I'm always like worried about people like that just like coming up to you. It's like when I'm hiking on Dartmoor and people make a beeline to walk towards you. Like, I've had that happen a few times this year, with people on horseback and a guy on a quad bike, and yeah. And it's like when I went swimming in the sea and the lifeguards went like, oi, don't swim there, swim here. And it's like, no, you piss off. Are you the police? No. Oh, the sun's came out for a little bit. That's nice. Apart from the cow roaring over to my left somewhere. Actually, I hope the cows don't move over here and start gathering around my tent, because that would be like emergency, put the tent away as fast as you can, because cows are weird, behave strangely. And the other thing I'm worried about is maybe like ticks. So there's an insect, it's a tiny fly, not bothered about that. There'll probably be some spiders, there's a couple of tiny flies gathering in my tent. I knew that'd happen anyway. That always happens. But I don't want any ticks to start appearing on my tent. That would suck. And then the other thing I'm worried about is if it starts raining, because I'm trying to dry this thing out. Maybe I should have been worried about the cows. I hope they're just walking single file. Oh man, that's a rowdy one. Why are you so rowdy? I'm like walking in a line up here. Hopefully they just pass me by to wherever they're going. Over there somewhere. they're like running. Don't run near me. Oh my god, they're like stampeding. Don't run, don't run. It's that scene from Jurassic Park with the Gallimimus, except modern day in real life. Oh, it's nice over there. One of the bear down tours, or is that called Lidford Tour, is getting the sunshine. I know there's a tour up there somewhere called Lidford Tour, which is really strange because it's, if it is, it's miles from Lidford. Okay, I'm a bit more at ease now. The cows have completely passed me by. There he goes. There's the last of them. Look at that blue sky. We've got to get more of that over here, goddammit. We're under this. Ugh. So there's a couple more trips I'd like to do. I'm not sure if I can make them camping trips or what. It might be. This tent is my only tent and it served me well since my other one broke. This one served me very well. But it's not the lightest tent you can get, so it's not good for like long distance hikes and stuff. I learnt that at Oak Tour. But yeah, I'm thinking that this year I'd like to get some time off from work, maybe book my first holiday period from work and maybe use that time to try and drive up further north on the M5, a lot further north. It'd have to be quite a planned trip, and try and get myself up a mountain. I don't think that'd be me camping on it. I think that'd be me just getting myself up one to begin with. Or maybe I'd bring the tent anyway and just have a campsite day over there. I probably would, because you wouldn't want to drive all that way up to Wales or something and then drive back after walking up a mountain in the same day. Probably just wouldn't get home. So yeah, I'd probably be camping at a campsite or something while I'm up there. But there's that, and then I want to do a proper wild camp, a bit like this. This is a wild camp setup, but I haven't brought my stuff with me. But like, I'd like to wild camp in the woods and do some try and find somewhere where I can do a fire, a small bushcrafty fire, because I haven't done that yet. And my stew did not turn out very well at Bishop's Lydeard, and it's because I didn't have a real fire. If you have a real fire, you can do real like meals when you're out camping. And I don't have a hammock, so a lot of people camp in the woods with a hammock. I haven't got that luxury yet. Don't have enough money to do that sort of stuff yet, but I've got a tarp, so I can use that with my tent. Yeah, that's a couple of trips I'd like to do before the year's out, or before even the supposed dry period of the summer's out. That'd be nice to get those done. And after that I will have done quite a lot of stuff this year, thanks to the car and I guess the new workplace as well. But it hasn't been the best summer, has it? It's been way too cold compared to other summers we've had. Cold, rainy, not enough summer in our summer 2024. It's pretty weak. I'd like to get back to the old climate we had. I'm not going to become an environmental activist though, that's bullshit. You know, if we head for a new ice age or something, it's natural. It comes in cycles, it comes and goes. You get these periods throughout history where it's extra hot during one period. Like, I think in the medieval times there was like a long heat wave period they had around about Henry VIII's time. And then there was also like a mini ice age in the Victorian times, I think, where the Thames was constantly frozen over to the point where they'd just hold regular markets on the frozen Thames River. So these things come and go. I don't think it's anything to do with man-made climate change bullshit. Get out, Greta Thunberg. How's he doing, do you think? Is he cooking? Is he drying off? Is he cooking? There's still some dark clouds over there though. Damn it. Oh. I would just wish for a little bit of sun, just a little bit of sun, like 20 minutes before I take this down again. Can we have that, please, at least? Ugh, chilly enough to put a hoodie on. Damn it. You heard that bloody... So at work, we have one of those... We work in one of those places where they put the radio music on and it's just playing a bunch of annoying pop music. And occasionally you land on a good one, but most of it's just the annoying pop music. Heard that Shania Twain song? That don't impress me much.
That don't impress me much.
That's such a weird song. The lyrics are so strange. It's basically this woman and she's dating, but she's completely terrible at it and she doesn't know what she wants, and whenever she's presented with something that is like a good match, like there's this good guy that she could go out with, she just turns him down on a really weird basis. And if you look at the lyrics, her basis for turning down people, oh no, it's raining now, while dating, is that the guy she meets, she apparently assumes don't have arms. There's that line, that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. There's the lyrics. Ow, yeah. I've known a few guys who thought they were pretty smart, but you've got being right down to an art. You think you're a genius, you drive me up the wall. You're a regular, original, know-it-all. Ooh, hoo, you think you're special. Ooh, hoo, you think you're something else. Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. That don't impress me much. So you got the brains, but have you got the touch? The touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. So she wants someone to keep her warm in the middle of the night with touch. She wants a guy who has arms. And I mean, all humans generate heat, so I don't think that's the issue, but like sharing heat is normally like an arms thing, and in the middle of the night, okay, so you're sharing a bed together, you're in a relationship, she needs a man who has arms, and she assumes that a rocket scientist doesn't have arms. So that's like the chorus bit, and it changes each time. So first it's like, okay, so you're a rocket scientist, that don't impress me much. Then it's, okay, so you're Brad Pitt, so the celebrity, he apparently doesn't have arms, that don't impress me much. Okay, so you've got a car, well they definitely must have, are they driving their car without arms? I don't understand. That don't impress me much. Having a car won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. No, but that guy does have arms. So this woman just doesn't know what she wants. You think you're Elvis or something is the last line. And Elvis Presley, pretty sure he had arms as well.
Polk salad.
Let's have a look to see if we can find some more clues, because there's another line here. You're one of those guys who likes to shine his machine. Are we talking about the car, or is this a euphemism? You make me take off my shoes before you let me get in. Right, so she doesn't like controlling rules. Okay, that's fine, I guess, but I guess the guy doesn't want you to mess up his house if you got muddy boots. And there's this weird line in here. Oh man. So the car thing apparently is an issue for her, but there's this line that's like, I can't believe you kiss your car goodnight, which is not what I've ever heard when hearing the song. Come on baby, tell me, you must be joking, right? The way she sings that line in the song is, I can't believe you kiss your cock at night. Come on baby, tell me, you must be joking, right?
I can't believe you kiss your car goodnight. Now come on baby, tell me, you must be joking, right?
That's exactly how it sounds when she sings it, and that's how I've always heard it. It always sounds to me like one of the guys she's dating has told her that he can give himself his own blowjobs, basically, and she's like, oh my god, I can't believe that. Which, yeah, you probably find that hard to believe. It's not very PG for like kids listening to the song or whatever, because it's like just a pop song. It probably gets everywhere on the radio, but it definitely sounds like, I can't believe you kiss your cock at night. So apparently that's car. I've never realised that. I'm looking at the lyrics on AZ Lyrics. to see what they're like. See if I can find clues as to what exactly this woman wants. And no. She wants a guy with arms, but every time she's presented with a guy who has arms, she's like, nope, no. He's like, what? I've got arms. I can keep you warm at night through touch. What are you saying? No, you don't impress me much. Okay, so you're not actually impressed by any man and you're just kind of stuck up and you don't know what you're saying. Anyway, I thought that was funny, and now it is raining. I didn't want this to happen. My tent's gonna get more wet. I might have to put it down now, unless I can see some definite sunshine heading this way. Damn it. I guess I'll have to find another day to air out my tent. Great. I think we can fucking hell. Ah, man. Always the way, innit? I think we can safely put that down to irony. That's where the tent was. And as always, don't join collectivist cults, but litterers be shitterers. The sun has come out right now at the very moment where I've put my tent away from trying to dry it because it's pissing it down with rain. Why? Not having a lucky day. Okay, so you've got arms. That does impress me much. So you've got the touch. That will keep me warm in the middle of the night. You've got arms. Thanks for watching. Catch you all later.